Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Midnight's Edge After Dark. I am your narrator supreme, Mr. Rob, Robot Shlomo, the
Are you
master.
sure?
No, I'm not
You
sure.
don't sound like him.
I'm
He
not
sounds
sure
like
of
a
anything
congested
anymore.
You're
version
an
of Rob.
imposter.
Yes, I'm an imposter. I've invasion of the body snatched Rob away, and
Do you have a goatee?
Yes, I have. Actually, I have a goatee. This is Evil Universe Rob, Mirror Universe Rob. Aha! I'm the exact opposite of Prime timeline Rob, which means my favorite band is U2, and I love tea and I love IPA beer, and just everything that Rob hates I love. So
there you go.
Yes.
So you're like improper Rob in a way.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Jokes out aside, we got to be serious now.
Okay, we got to be serious now.
No.
No. Okay.
No, I want to be joking and have fun.
Want to be goofy and have fun, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I'm the master. I am the narrator supreme, the master mofo. How's everybody doing out there? We're here on early because it's trivia night. I go to trivia tonight, so we're doing this a bit early. And with me as always, Mr. Tom Connors.
We got three sick motherfuckers here.
I don't think I'm sick. I think I'm just.
Well,
I'm just
you
congested.
sounded like you had a congested cold earlier. You don't sound as bad now.
Yeah.
Did you take something?
No, it might have just been allergies.
Did you smoke something?
No.
Did you eat something?
No.
Damn it. I'm trying to find the cure for the common cold. I thought
maybe a
marijuana might be
Cheeto. I
it.
did eat a Cheeto.
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Planters put out their canned Cheetos again and cheese balls.
Where?
It ain't easy. It ain't easy being cheesy.
Planter cheese balls? Oh my god. Okay, now I have to go look tonight.
In the can.
Oh, I love Planters cheese balls. Screw you, Utz cheese balls. Planters for the win. I don't really have anything against Utz cheese balls, but no, like the Planters cheese balls in the can were like the best thing. It was because they keep them fresh. I don't know. It's something about the vacuum.
Somebody needs to put the guy, the showrunner from Doctor Who, on his face on a can of Planters cheese balls and call it chin balls.
Chin ball. Yes.
Christian balls. Christian balls.
Christian balls. Wow. He's the balls, the man with the chin balls.
I can get a can tomorrow of cheese balls for $17. That's way too much for one single 2-ounce can.
No.
Do they have weed in them?
No.
Hey, I got them for $2.50, my dear.
All right.
So they just have them at Walmart or the grocery store?
That's where I got them, was a local grocery store. They have them at the next town over too.
Oh.
They're not just a regional thing, but
Jim J says sex cures the cold. I'm like, yeah, that's a short supply where I am. Okay. Jeez, no, you're too nice. No, I could never do that with you. Oh yeah, you could do it with him. You could do it with this other guy. Pecker Spock is looking pretty good to a lot of women instead of me. You kidding me? So
let's not Pecker Spock. No.
Now that I brought it up, let's talk about it. Pecker Spock.
He was smiling. He was creepy as hell, and he was smiling. He was smirking. He assaulted Tig Notaro or somebody who looked like her. No to this Pecker Spock.
Yeah. So okay. Now that you Tom, what did you think of Pecker Spock? Way to chime in there, Tom.
I'm on mute and I'm looking for a picture of Pecker Spock. Well, okay, first of all, it's not like Spock has never smiled before. Okay.
Yeah.
That aside, the way they do it is so corny.
The Amok Time, the one with the spores.
Usually if he does, it's for an adverse reason, not normally. But I think they're going. Somebody watched The Cage.
Yes.
Whatever. And yeah. I don't know. Whoops. I hit the wrong button there.
It's like they're trying to tie in The Cage and the Menagerie and stuff that we don't want.
Whichever one it was that had Pike in it.
This Side of Paradise was the episode I was trying to think of. Damn, why is that?
Let me find the picture of the new trailer. It's the newest one.
Now, who do you call it? Doomcock says he looks like Paul McCartney from Let It Be. He does.
He don't look like Spock. That's for fucking sure.
That's for damn sure. He doesn't look like Spock.
He does look closer to Paul McCartney, but if he was cast as Paul McCartney, I'd be like, that's piss poor casting. But yeah,
Mm.
that kid they got in Backbeat was like perfect for Paul.
Yeah, and he was in a movie in a BBC series called Chef too, and we played a chef. So okay,
Chef Paul McCartney.
Chef Paul McCartney. I'm just you can tell how sick I am. I can't get angry right now. That's
this smile is like the least of the issues. Really,
it's just doubling down on everything that we hated about it. Really, that's all. That's all they're doing.
And like I said, it's not like it's the first time Smock is Smock. It is.
Smock.
It's not the first time Spock has smiled, but Smock, on the other hand,
he's mock Spock. He's Smock.
Well, we have said that before, and so my fuck up is true, or at least it fits, and I should have just went with it.
Pecker Spock.
Pecker Spock works too. I just.
It's not even a smiling. It's the fact that they start him off in the trailer in like a padded cell. He's in a padded cell. He assaults somebody who looks like probably Tig Notaro, a very short-haired woman, or a short-haired petite female that he assaults, right? Mm-hmm. So like brother, like sister, apparently. Assaulting superior officers. Again, because we really loved that last time so much when Michael fucking Burnham did it. And then he's just like smirking to Captain Pike here. It's so annoying.
Are you Vulcan or are you happy to see me?
No.
Mikey Sue is going to teach him how to be the bestest Vulcan ever. Actually, the second bestest Vulcan, because she's the bestest Vulcan ever.
Yeah, don't you forget that either.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll go out of the way to remind me. Oh, and Mrs. T had a line, actually. We saw Mrs. T in the trailer.
Yeah, there was a lot of action. There was a lot of excitement. There was explosions. There was boulders and asteroids and
a spacesuit. if I'm the crew on the SSS the pizza cutter there.
We know she's on a report, but she'll tell you how.
Yeah, you know, I'd be drilling holes in the spacesuit, you know, just
I'll be
filling
drilling holes in my fucking head.
You know, try to lecture me about how to be a better human.
I don't even want to finish watching Star Trek Discovery. I mean, our lovely fans, bless them. One of them reminded me again today about the damn Trek log. And it's not that I don't want to do it. I want to do it for you guys, but that just means I have to fucking watch Star Trek Discovery. And I got 2 more episodes to go, and then we got to watch these short treks, and then we got to start watching season 2.
We do. Oh man, Andre, damn you! Oh my god.
So it's like really trying. I've watched like Wrath of Khan twice or 3 times since the last time I've watched Discovery, if that tells you anything. I've watched both the regular slow motion picture and the director's edition of the slow motion picture at least once or twice since I've last watched Discovery.
With the 30 minutes of extra footage of Kirk at the replicator,
no,
I wanted Twinkies. Okay, how hard is this to accomplish?
Yes, sir. Hard Twinkies coming up.
It's sponge cake with a cream filling. They perfected this on Earth years ago. You think we could have done it in the 23rd century?
Twinkies were outlawed. They give you everything.
All right then, devil dogs.
Oh,
Drake's cakes, ding dongs. I don't care. Give me my snack cakes.
The one I'm actually talking about, though, is the one that was on DVD just before Robert Weiss passed away, where they actually did the new effects to fix the day for night shot with Spock and all that kind of stuff. I thought it's a better version. It's the one we'll never get to see because they didn't save the special effects, I guess, or at least they're not saved or done in HD to where they're going to remaster it at all.
I was watching Red Letter Media's review of Star Trek: The Motion Picture, just saying it's
slow motion picture.
Yeah, the slow motion picture. Yeah, Spock really. There's that scene where he gets a jetpack and he shoots. He goes, "This is a weird." They said this is a weirdly sexual movie. Spock launches himself into like a giant vagina.
Oh, the whole movie's full of sexual metaphors.
Yes. Ilea has the like
I
karate outfit
think
with
they
no
even
pants.
talk about that on the making of it. But the whole and the fucked up thing is it got rated G the first time out.
Yes.
Isn't the movie just going through a tunnel in slow motion for about 75
The
hours?
whole entire movie is one big sexual metaphor.
Mm-hmm.
From the moment Ilea walks in the door, when V'ger shows up, V'ger,
Apparently.
Voyager, vagina,
Yeah.
they go to the orifice.
V'ger, yeah.
She is, celibate or whatever. Then when she comes back as a robot, she's all hot to trot.
Yeah, because apparently she's celibate because if you were to do it with her, she'd kill you. And like, but that's that'll be the way to go though.
Right. Don't get me wrong. I actually love the Star Trek the motion picture. Most people are right. If you want a movie that is basically a Star Trek episode made into a movie, that is Star Trek the slow motion picture. I don't mean to knock it because it is a very good movie. Visually, it's fucking stunning.
And it did give us the theme though.
Oh yeah. On top of, I mean,
da 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 da. Now we have to pay a royalty.
Major JJ, yes, Major Grey Wolf. Oh shit. But yeah, and then in the end, what's it all about? Those two merging,
Yes. Merging with the creator.
To make new life.
At the end. Well, it's been a long time since I delivered a baby.
Well, the whole metaphor, they're supposed to be going where no man has gone before, at least a nerd anyway, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So.
So, Smiley Spock. Shiny, happy people.
He's too happy. He's got
shiny, happy Vulcans holding hands.
It's not so much that he's smiling. It's the fact that he's looking at him like he wants to suck his dick. And they're not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, he does look like he's really into Captain Pike.
Yes, he does. Yes.
Like really into Captain Pike.
Captain Pike, would you like to go where no man has gone before?
You'd like to think so. But I'll tell you anything you want to hear, honey. Let's go.
Can we just have Paul Lynde play Spock at this point? I mean, I would watch that.
You know what this is? Oh, go ahead.
No, even though he's dead, he'd still be better.
Be like Roger from Family Guy, from American Dad.
That's
Captain
exactly
Pike, I've got a photon torpedo loaded for you.
That's just Paul Lynde anyway.
Yeah, he's doing a Paul Lynde impression anyway.
Yeah.
My favorite one is when he comes out and he goes, "Damn it, if you don't know the difference between Cheez-Its and Cheese Nips, I don't know what to do with you anymore," or whatever it is. He just throws him on the fucking ground and walks away. It's like, anyway, Thunder Dan the Action Man, you are not wrong. And this is what I was going to say. Quick, CBS is doing their own version of Star Trek, the first movie. How is it different? Actually, you know what they're doing? They're mixing shit with everything. Like we said, the first season of Star Trek Discovery was a remake of Into Darkness elements. Now they're going to pull in basically the Search for Spock.
Yeah. The Search for Spock combined. Search for Spock combined with the first movie. That's what's really going to be. And Star Trek 5. The brother-in-law, or whatever. What was it called? Star Trek 5.
Oh, Zardoz, or no, I don't remember his name.
Sybok, but
Sybok, yeah. I know it's not Zardoz. I was being funny, or not being funny.
The Final Frontier. It was.
Yeah.
Why
You needed the name of the movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Barista Spock.
That's
no shit. Beatnik Spock is more like it. Somebody get him a goddamn, fucking flannel shirt.
This version of Spock, I picture working at Whole Foods. Yeah, like he's like working at a Whole Foods on
guilty into donating with those sexy eyes
on Rigel 7.
No, he looks like he would be like he would have like a green van with nothing on the inside of it, and he would like go hiking in the mountains.
And he knows every Nirvana song.
Oh well, yeah, but I was thinking like more in like the 70s. It
No,
looks like the 70s.
no, he'd be into like that.
Too
Like
hipster looking.
he'd be into like Bon Iver, which is a big hipster.
Oh yeah.
Hipster guy. I have no idea. I'm like, what the fuck is with Bon Iver? I was seeing that name everywhere, and like I
It's
listened to
sad.
Radiohead.
yeah, and I was like, okay, and I listened to it, and finally I was like, okay, yeah, I wish I never came across this name. Pardon me. I gotta hit
Don't
mute.
kill yourself there, Rob. Don't kill yourself.
Yeah, you can tell if you're when you okay. Here's how to tell if you're how sick you are, how bad a cold you have. If the spaces between your teeth hurt, that's how you can tell if you have a really bad cold.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
So we won't keep you too late here. Besides,
Oh.
we have your trivia tonight anyway. So
Oh yeah.
we got a few more things to talk about, including
I go leer at my favorite waitress at the bar.
There you
Just-
go. The redhead.
Yes, it's like I'm like Charlie Brown, the cute little red haired girl. Yeah, too bad she's
She noticed me.
she's a lot younger than I am. Too bad. She's
Go
like,
ahead,
oh,
Chuck. Kick the
she said
bitch.
she said you remind me of my
I'm talking
uncle.
about
I'm like,
Lucy.
yeah, that's what I didn't want to hear.
Let's call back to a joke from the other night. Anyway.
Charlie Brown, man, why you let Lucy pull the football away from you?
Kick that bitch.
So anyway, Pecker Spock here, or Smock, or Soy Spock, or,
Yeah.
or Soy.
Do we care anymore?
No.
I'm having trouble mustering the will to care.
I'm going to start taking bets on my theory about Mikey Spock having to sacrifice herself to merge with Spock, and so Spock can be Spock.
I think they'll only do that if the show is going to be canceled.
Okay, since you paid for it, Tim Augustine, there you go.
Thank you so much.
$2.
Thank you. Get that hipster off the screen.
I
hipster,
would've done it for
hipster,
free. I would have done it for free.
hipster.
Oh, but there's more Star Trek news, is there not, my children?
Yes, there is.
There was a trailer
Ugh.
for a short trek.
And this one actually looks somewhat interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't look horrible. Surprisingly, it's about a character we actually kind of liked in the show, but
With an actor who actually can act.
right.
Yeah, but remember, we liked Tilly though too, and her episode was horrible.
Well, true.
Yeah.
That is very true.
The bar is already set pretty low.
That is very true. But the sad part about this is we actually finally get to know a little bit about a character, and it's on a short trek. Wouldn't this be something we normally would want to see on the show? Or
Yes.
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 good God, I mean, really? I mean, is that so difficult to follow
Apparently.
like normal storytelling methods where you actually, you know, let people get to know a character, especially if you're going to put them in a very strange environment from what they're used to? Sure, here and there lines will tell you, but oh,
There's Tilly, bless her big boobed heart.
bless her.
Bless her.
Yes. So anyway, what did you guys think of this short trek trailer?
I mean, it's like you said, it should have been during the main season. You know, we should have had some backstory about Saru. We should have had a Saru episode, like the episode where he kind of freaked out. You know, what was it, episode 9 or something, where he's on the planet and he kind of flips out because he kind of gets addicted to the noise of the planet or whatever. That should have been a totally Saru episode where they're on the ship and they have to figure out how to save Saru or something. You know, they should have been an ensemble cast, not Mikey Spock has to go and save the day and all this stupid crap. And we should have gotten some sort of a backstory about Saru there. You know, it's kind of like what they do on the Orville. They give us some sort of indication. They kind of give you small doses, but you get the characters' episodes, you know, like the pilot or the navigator, or, you know, we get characters and we get stories and we get to know them a little bit more. I don't want to pay extra money on CSL Access just to find out what happened or why one of our characters ended up on a starship. Apparently he's curious or whatever. I don't know.
Third episode of the Orville. What did we see? We saw Bortus. We saw Bortus and Clyden. It was all about Bortus and Clyden. Yeah,
We got to know a lot about their
relationship. We got to learn about the Mocklin culture. Yeah, I mean,
sure, yeah.
I mean, other than they urinate once a year. I'm up. Really, I'm up 2 or 3 times a night. That is unfortunate.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
gotta rewatch that before season 2 starts. But no, I think it's under Dan the Action Man said that, oh, CBS is paying you because we said a short trek looks good.
It looked. We said it doesn't look.
Looks
It doesn't look
good.
bad.
Doesn't look. Yeah, to be more precise, as Rob just said, that doesn't mean it's gonna be good,
But just think about this: how low is the bar?
right?
How low is the bar? I mean, anything above shit is gonna be
Yeah.
be. I mean, that's where we're aiming.
Right.
Yeah,
and
like Calypso was terrible, but the rest of Discovery made Calypso look good.
Right. Well, I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched any of the short shit.
Don't
Short bus treks.
watch Runaway. It's terrible.
No.
That's a great movie. Gene Simmons, Tom Selleck, Killer Robots. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes.
Oh, you mean short bus treks? Never mind.
Tom, this is Gene Simmons with Kiss. Gene Simmons. This is Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons with Kiss.
I love you.
Kiss
Gene
invented
Simmons.
everything. Kiss invented everything. Kiss invented the military for the Kiss Army. Don't you know that? Yes, I'm Gene Simmons.
Kiss invented me.
Kiss invented you. Yes. Kiss invented everything. Kiss invented death. Why do you think we sell the Kiss coffins? Yes.
I don't know. That's
Kiss.
very plausible. I think my parents went to a Kiss concert like 2 years before I was born. Though.
Yes. Countless children were conceived to the music of Kiss. All right. Thank you.
Multi-kiss condoms.
Patrick Ollinger wants to know if we could meet an actor from the 1970s. Who would it be? I have no idea. Actually, I really don't.
No longer with us, you mean?
It's no longer with us?
That died in the 70s?
Linda Lovelace.
There's that. If you want somebody who actually passed away in the 70s and was big in the 70s, and I would love to pick their brain. God, there's a few choices, but as far as actors go, probably Robert Shaw, because I just love to see what it was in, just the whole Jaws thing, and there's a few of them actually.
Yeah, Blue Cat says Elvis. That's all I can think of who was famous, who died in the 70s, who was also famous in the 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Sid Vicious. That was what, 78?
I think
78, yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't an actor, he was a musician.
But...
You ever feel like you've been cheated? Yeah. Patrick Ollinger, Linda Lovelace is good, yeah.
But there's plenty that were famous in the 70s that are dead now, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tough to try and think of somebody who actually, because didn't Steve McQueen also pass in the 70s? I think it was.
I think 1980.
Was it 80?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was 1980.
You made it that long. Okay.
I'm like, there's a guy named Steve McQueen directing movies. Like, really?
And he's not related to him in any way.
No. Bruce Lee, that's a good choice. Bruce Lee.
Yeah, Bruce Lee. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, what else we get? What else we got for news?
How interested we are in the short treks.
Yeah.
Talk about anything but the short treks.
Well, I know Rob. Go ahead.
No, I'm about to say word came down from Hollywood Reporter about the new Spider-Man.
Oh yes, we can talk about that.
Yeah. Let me. And there it is. Okay. Put that up on the screen so people can see the.
Yeah, I think I got it already.
What we're talking about.
This actually came off.
Well, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse sequel and all-female spinoff in the works from Sony exclusive.
That's why I got it.
All females. Wait. All female spinoff. Why? I don't need to be pandered to like that. Just give me good superheroes.
Sexual harassment.
Is that the Spider Sense tingling with just weeks to go before Sony unveils the buzzy animated movie Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse? Is it really buzzy? I don't know.
With an all-female spinoff, I don't think it's the Spider Sense that's tingling.
Oh,
my whole thing just froze. So if you guys lose me, that's why.
Okay.
I'm surprised you can still hear me. I don't know if it's broadcasted through or not.
Yeah.
My whole
thing just I can hear you, but
my
I can hear you.
Froze. Okay.
Google Chrome hangs all the time. Download Vivaldi. It's kind of like Chrome. It's based on the Chrome, the same Chrome engine, but it's a little bit more stable. And you can import all your bookmarks and shit on there. So it works a little bit better. I'll screen share this, okay? You just got to pull it up. This better not be porn, as Ethan would say.
Well, check before you hit share.
Share. Yeah. So, okay. Sony Pictures Animation is already putting pieces together for not just a sequel, but a spin-off as well. Joaquim dos Santos, known for his work on the cartoon series Avatar: The Last Airbender and more recently Netflix's Voltron series, has been tapped to direct the sequel. David Callahan, who penned The Expendables and worked on Wonder Woman 1984 as well as Zombieland 2, is writing. At the same time, Lauren Montgomery, who also worked on Voltron and co-created the animated movies Batman Year One and Batman Superman Apocalypse for DC, I reversed those names, is in negotiations to helm an untitled spider-centric you're still here. We can hear you. It will gather female heroes in the Spider-Man universe of characters in one adventure. Beck Smith, who wrote episodes of CBS show Zoo, will pen the script. Pardon me. Amy Pascal, who's producer on the Spider-Verse as well as live-action movies, will be back in the producer's chair for these projects. Phil Lord and Chris Miller, the Brainiacs behind Spider-Verse, are expected to be creatively involved, although no deals have been made. Avi Arad and Christina Steinberg are also expected to return in some capacity. Details for the sequel are not being revealed, but the seeds have been planted in the upcoming inaugural outing in which mixed race character Miles Morales takes center stage. And I just heard CBR get their diversity boner. For an all-female spinoff, no plot details are sticking on the web at this time. See what they did there? But look for the project to center on fan favorites Spider-Gwen, Spider-Woman, Madam Web, Spider-Girl, and Silk are all the possibility contenders. Sony's very much capitalizing on every aspect of Spider-Man it can. Venom based on Spider. Okay, blah blah. Nobody cares. Okay. Fuck you. That's all I got. That's what I got to say about this. Fuck you, Sony. You're just greasing the tracks for more of this. I'm not excited for this whatsoever. I haven't decided whether I'm not I'm gonna see it.
It looks like a video game still.
Yeah, that's the idea. And somebody on Variety was saying, "Oh well, you ignored Steve McQueen, you ignored some other asshole. I can't remember off the top of his name. Oh well, start giving Phil Lord and Chris Miller their due. Oh, they got abused by Lawrence Cass." I'm like, well, fuck you, man. Phil Lord and Chris Miller didn't know what kind of movie they were making. Okay, that tells you what kind of talent they have. They were hired to make an action adventure movie, and they were making a comedy. Okay, what makes you think it's going to be any different with this? Here's the thing, guys. You go see this movie, you are giving them permission to exploit this further. We're going to get more crappy Spider-Man movies. What do you think the plan was before they had Spider-Man appear in the MCU? They were going to come out with a shit ton of Spider-Man movies, and almost all of them were going to be terrible from the sound of it. I got to do something. Stretch. Hold on. And I'm back. Bless me. So, yeah. I'm like Willis. I'm playing injured. I'm like Willis Reed in Game 7 of the 1970 NBA Finals, limping out of the locker room. And here comes Willis, leading Midnight's Edge to victory.
Is that sports ball?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is random. Yes, it is. Sports ball. It's old school sports ball. Rebound by DeBuscher. Over to Bellamy. Shines up, and it's good. But anyway, they're not even doing a Spider-Man 2099 movie, which I'd like to see. Like I said, why would you listen to me anyway? So,
okay, so. But this just kind of reminds me of like one of those little throwaway sort of Sony Pictures sort of movies, like Hotel Transylvania 3 or something. Is this supposed to be like a mainstream movie we're supposed to get excited for, or like I haven't really seen any ads for it. This is the only time I ever even hear about it is here, so I don't know. I'm not looking forward to this one. I don't think
they think we're going to get excited.
I seen one the other day. It's just that choppiness. I'm sorry, guys, if you are into it, that's fine, but I can't take it.
It looks too much like a Telltale video game. If you look at it, and it just reminds me of something. Okay, I should be pressing the E key to escape now, right? It's just
Yeah.
one of these interactive sort of video games that kind of plays itself, and then you have to hit a key every now and then. And those are nice, but they get really boring really quickly, and you can't play more than one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. And that's what it reminds me of, 100%.
Yeah. Look, you get Spider-Man Noir, you got Peter Parker, you got Miles, little douchey asshole Morales, Peter Parker, Spider-Gwen. Who's this character here on behind Spider-Gwen?
Is that just some anime girl now in the school in the back?
I don't know. I don't know.
Looks like
No,
it.
So some girl from Corpse Party just popped in.
Yeah. But it's Miles Morales. I'm sorry, people love Miles Morales. I can't stand him.
And guess what? Newsflash, you guys aren't the first fuckers to do this. They did this with the Ninja Turtles about a decade ago or better.
Yeah.
This guy's so whiny too, this Miles Morales. No, I don't want a dad. Like, I don't want to sit there. This is the problem with She-Ra too. With the new She-Ra, Glimmer is so whiny. I don't want to sit there and listen to whiny bratty people in real life. I'm not going to pay you money to listen to whiny bratty kids on TV and movies.
That's
You mean like Anakin Skywalker?
Yes, and that was one of the things I hated about episode 1. He was a whiny bratty ass kid.
That's the affect for a lot of kids. I mean, these days. For a lot of kids portrayed. And while the first few issues, everyone's like, oh, Miles Morales. The first few issues I read with him, back when the character premiered, he was just as whiny as he sounds. He's moping around. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Man, poor me. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, you idiot. Like I said, anybody, and he's like, oh, but the character's so good. I'm like, is he? Is he really? Like, I don't think. Is he good? Or are you convincing? Who are you trying to convince? Me or yourself that he's good? I haven't seen it. I don't know. I haven't decided whether I'm not going to see this. I really don't want to, because I don't want to give my money for this.
I don't know if we're going to have to or not. I mean, we haven't really discussed it much. But you brought up a point on the Facebook group, and a few other people have, and I'm sure I have too at some point in Mecca as well, that all you're doing by seeing this is giving Sony more of a reason not to make a deal with Marvel going forward.
Well, according to someone on Twitter, they told me that if there's going to be a Peter Parker in their Sony Spider-Verse, it's going to be recast. That's I take that with a grain of salt. I can't verify that. He pointed me toward a YouTube video, but that just sounds like the kind of clusterfuckery Sony would do.
No, they'll do another one with Tom Holland.
Yeah, I would hope so.
To connect it to Marvel as well, because that's the whole reason that Venom worked. Don't think they're stupid on that part. They are at least that smart, I would hope. The only reason that many people went to see Venom is because they actually thought it was a Marvel movie.
Byron Dunbar says, just kill off Spider-Man in the MCU. I'd support it. No. Why does everyone say, oh, just kill this character? That's a lazy out for a lot of people.
What I am going to be pissed about is if they just brought him in for a couple movies and a couple cameos, when he should be one of your premier characters going into the next phase.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's an Avenger, and I think when they bring him back, because I think they will, that he should be one of like the main sort of characters moving forward. I actually really like the Spider-Man movie. I know a lot of people had issue with it, but it worked for me as kind of a casual Spider-Man viewer.
Brandon Heaton says the animation's spectacular. What are you guys smoking? And the animation doesn't look spectacular.
To some people it may, but I hate this. We're going to try and make 3D mixed with 2D animation mixed with this jerky-herky thing to make it look like it's stop motion when it's not.
It looks like a video game cutscene.
Yeah, it worse, actually. Like the low frame rate bullshit. I actually thought the first time I saw the trailer there was something wrong with my computer.
Yeah, the low frame rate, yeah. The jerky motion and sort of the fake.
I know you kids can handle this stuff. That's fine, but
yeah, you for me to pay money for it, it needs to put some effort into it.
It needs to be, yeah. Well, I think the budget on this is 90 million.
And that's the only thing we've really brought up recently about the son of a bitch. Besides this, sorry, not to be like real rude about the movie, but I have no love or desire to see it. And to me, I know what it represents, and it pisses me off. And it's only looking at opening at $30-40 million.
No, it's actually they actually adjusted it between 25 and 30.
Oh my god, that's even worse.
Yeah, for a Spider-Man movie.
Considering how much fucking Wreck-It Ralph just made.
I can believe it.
Ralph is Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah. Well, Wreck-It Ralph also
Rob,
is
looking for porn. Rob,
I think it's going to be more popular though.
Rob,
you can see that.
Don't look for web face porn. Yes, we can see.
I don't use this browser for porn.
Yes, you do.
All right, you got me.
We know you go invisible or whatever, but or whatever that's called, incognito.
There we go.
It's properly made with a guy with a trench coat.
Well, if I typed a P into that browser bar, I probably would have brought up Pornhub, but so yeah, you see, in Spider-Man Spider-Verse tracking for $30 million launch.
Oh,
wow!
Ouch.
Yeah.
How can they think that's good after Venom? Right, and then right after Venom. How can they think that's
I don't
good?
think they think that's good. I think if they write and that's a good thing enough times, people will believe it. Because that's one of the tricks that they do use in media, especially Disney, especially all its Disney sites. Yeah, just remember how many times they popped up. Oh, Solo bombing in China, and that's a good thing. Or here's why it's a good thing. Because they get that language in people's subconscious.
But check this out. Sony's animated Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is showing solid tracks. Variety is becoming nothing more PR site for these studios.
Yeah.
With an opening in the $25 million to $30 million range for its December 14th to December 16th North American launch. Early tracking showed on Wednesday. Pardon me. Sorry, people. I'm still battling a cold. Tracking also revealed total awareness for the film at 81% and definite interest at 46%. What is this total awareness? What is total? Hey, have you heard about the new Spider? Oh yeah, the new Spider-Man movie. Oh yeah, I kind of heard something. Heard something about it. Maybe. Oh yeah, I like Spider-Man. I heard there's a Spider-Man movie. What is total awareness? Is it another one of these BS stats? And still, definite interest is at 46%. That sounds a lot
like an impression to me.
Yeah. It's like the what do they call it? Demand expressions? Remember bullshit from Analytics?
That's what I was getting at. Yeah, expression, impression, whatever. It's all the same.
But like I said, this is for a Spider-Man movie.
Exactly. If they so if it opens at 30.
This carries a $90 million budget.
There's no way it's going to make that much, even worldwide, probably, unless it just does buco bucks overseas. Because at best, if it opens at 30, that means the second weekend it's going to do maybe 10, 15, if it's lucky, unless it's really good.
That's a stretch.
Right? So at best, this movie's going to trickle out at what, 60-70 million in the US?
Yes, but it's a kids movie, so it'll survive, on DVD.
Not with a $90 million fucking price tag, though. Damn.
Hey, maybe they'll sell. Well, they'll put it on their streaming service, probably.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying
but this is a Sony movie, though.
But it's Sony, though. Huh?
Yeah, and how much they're marketing in it right now? I mean, I know. I think it was you, Mecca, who said you really haven't seen anything, but I have.
Oh, okay.
I've seen quite a few YouTube ads and stuff like that.
I've seen it. I've seen ads on Sport.
On Hulu, and yeah.
Look, but it's right here, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse appears to be the dominant title to be released on December 14th, well ahead of Warner Brothers' Clint Eastwood drama, The Mule, Universal's post-apocalyptic Mortal Engines. Tracking shows... What the hell? What the hell happened? Oh, fuck me. Okay, well, I had the browser kind of hung on me. Okay,
You're
hold
still
on.
Broadcasting anyway.
Yeah. Tracking shows The Mule, directed by Clint Eastwood. Okay, 40 total awareness. Okay, Mortal Engines. But it's not going to really have any competition, though.
Not in the
That's the other
sense
thing.
that a Spider-Man should be that low.
But
I
still,
don't give a shit.
for a Spider-Man movie, that's not good. It should be at least tracking at least 50 million. And just look how douchey Miles Morales look. I mean, Miles Morales look. He doesn't look like a hero. Oh well, he's a common man. I'm like, he's a douchebag. Look, he's a douche. This screams, I'm a douche. Look, the hoodie, the what the fuck is going on in my browser? Oh, it's
people
Verizon.
said you're breaking up and you're hung up. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm stop screen sharing then.
All right.
Okay, stop screen sharing.
Oh yeah. So,
but anyways, he's doing. Look how douchey he is, though. He's so douchey. It screams, I'm a douche.
You're a racist, Rob.
He might as well change his name to Miles Massengill.
You're a racist, Rob.
I am a racist. You know whose fault? You know whose fault? It's the white man's fault. It's Whitey's fault. Yes.
Even racist against white men and women. Tina Bibe said earlier, Mecha Random, Midnight's Edge After Dark, heard y'all mention Bruce Lee, I'm sorry. Today would have been Bruce Lee's 78th birthday to segue into SpongeBob now.
That's one.
That was a sad bit of news we got today. I'm not even that big of a SpongeBob fan. My kid watched it. It came on after I was already a teenager, and I think you said the same thing earlier in your video.
Yeah, I think we were just a little too old for it.
I think so, yeah. Whoop, now I just went and... What the hell, USA Today? What do you... We just have no luck whatsoever with crap. I tell you. I shouldn't use USA Today, evidently. But Steven Hillenberg passed away today at 57 from ALS. Really sad loss.
That's terrible.
Rep for his family confirmed it. I know SpongeBob is huge. So like I was just saying, even though I'm not that big of a fan, I know the character's huge. So
my brother has it as his ringtone.
So I mean, it does cross generations. So even though I'm not that big of a fan, I know there are a lot of people out there who are. Like I said, I know my kid's a big fan. I know some people my age who are, and I'm sure there's tons of fans out there in the chat. We got $2 from Fairpoint Station. This Christmas, I want 2 Philip Picard shuttle bay. But yeah, it's pretty sad when somebody, especially this young.
Yeah, and 57 is not old anymore. I mean, it really isn't.
No, not at all. And it's just really sad in this day and age that we still have diseases like this. That.
Yeah, MGS Big Boss 77 says, "Well done on the Star Trek Viacom Paramount video. Thank you." Even though, like I said, I had to do it with the cold. Such a shame. Yeah, only 2 years younger than Tom. Thunder Dan the Action Man. Maybe that should be our next animated short, Thunder Dan the Action Man.
Yeah, you'd have to get rights though, because I'm sure Thunder Dan owns his name.
Actually, no. If it's, I think Google is it owns the name, and you're just using it. I think that's part of it. I'm not sure. I don't know what the legal. I don't know legalese. But yes, SpongeBob. A lot of potheads I know watch SpongeBob.
See, I never got into it. I was too old. It's like Pokemon. It's just one of those things that I was already an adult by the time it was on.
Got to buy him, Chin Pokemon.
And now I'm actually in a browser, which is fucked up. Tonight, Google is on crack and needs to go home.
Yeah, you're drunk. Go home, Google.
No, it's on crack.
You're drunk on crack. Go home.
Download, like I said, download Vivaldi. You can import all your Google bookmarks.
It just sounds dirty, Rob.
Vivaldi. He was a composer. I think that's Vivaldi. Yeah, send the link in the there. Get that browser there. It's the same exact thing as Google Chrome, except it's better.
So anyway, did you guys talk some more about SpongeBob?
We did a little bit. Like I said, we were saying it's too old to really get it and to watch it, but it was pretty trippy though. And remember when we thought Patrick was gay? I remember that.
I missed the whole SpongeBob thing. Like I couldn't even tell you which one was which. I think there was a few years when I called him Spongehead, and then I would always have to like correct it. It's like, oh no, it's not Spongehead. I don't know. I really missed the SpongeBob thing.
Natasha's writing that's Carmen. It's Bizet. It's French, not Italian. Okay, well. So yeah, I don't know opera. I know Tommy the Rock opera. I know the Saucy Jack. You're a naughty one, Saucy Jack. Clear Mountain, thank you for the $2 super chat. Any chance of saving Star Trek?
No.
Not in its current state. No.
Get rid of everybody like involved in the creative side, like the production, writing.
Yeah. Well, Doomcock was saying that Alex Kurtzman was in one of these meetings. He said, "Oh yeah, we're going to see who's right when the DVD starts selling," and they haven't. They haven't. I should say, listen. I went to my local Walmart. The DVDs actually, the bin wasn't. The bin wasn't full. It was actually some copies missing, but at the same time, I don't know how many they got in stock. Tim Hogston, thank you for the $5 super chat. Breaking Admiral Andre in the Trek log animation is actually Ryan Johnson, who was actually Cartman wearing a fake beard. Give me Trek logs.
We're working on it eventually. Yeah, the animation's really wild too. Those are always fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got another trailer. Speaking of it's like a trailer day today.
Yeah.
This is like a teaser trailer, I guess. There was a website to go with it, but it's for the new Child's Play movie.
Oh God, Chucky, that little fucker.
It's not even Chucky, it's Buddy. But
whatever he is.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get a copyright strike for this, but who cares anymore? It's just like whatever.
Hey, we got that sweet super chat money.
Yeah, right. So screw them, right?
Yeah, fuck you guys. Screw you guys.
Oh shit!
But
so this thing here. We'll talk a little bit more about this either tomorrow or next horror show. But
is that like a Google Chrome skin or theme or whatever you have? Why is the edge of the browser black?
I don't know. Probably because I tried to do separate things because brought up Hangouts in a frickin' browser. Don't ask me. Everything's a mess because of Google tonight.
CD Horde, how would the X-Men deal with the situation? Rob, the X-Men would go in and they'd
fuck the place up.
They fuck the place up. They'd shoot out flaming burritos and chimichangas and play mariachi music. And celebrate with some tequila.
That's right.
Yeah.
Any other stereotypes you can throw in there? Somebody get married on the job.
Yeah, work. I don't know. Actually, I want to talk a little bit about that Ava DuVernay thing.
Oh yes, there was that mess too.
Yeah, Ava DuVernay is getting a big deal from.
Why?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Do they really need that? Can't they hire a black woman who is like good at her job? I mean, if I know they're only going for diversity hires, I know they're only going for people for their woke points, but there are talented people that do fit that criteria. Just a thought.
Oh, breaking news! They call it hats. Breaking news: Spider Women pick in works as Sony expands Spider Universe. That's breaking news from we already said that though from Deadline. But Deadline said exclusive Ava DuVernay's relationship with Warner Brothers Television Group just got a lot deeper and a lot richer. The winning an Oscar-nominated director signed a multi-year, multi-genre overall deal with Peter Rothman Studio It's a big leap for a filmmaker, primarily known as a director. The sprawling WBTV production development deal for Ava DuVernay and her forward movement shingle covers, drama, comedy. Oh, she's capable of being funny. My ass, she is. Documentaries, digital content, event projects, and longer form projects for broadcast and premium cable streaming services and other platforms. It's DuVernay's first pact with any studio and is set to start in January. The deals is in the $100 million range from what I've learned. I've had nothing but beautiful experiences working with Peter Roth, Susan Rovner, and Brett Paul, DuVernay said. Also, the Queen Sugar and Redline EP executive producer told Deadline today they love to support artists in wonderful and nourishing ways. They work within a traditional studio headed by Kevin Sujihara that is stirring with untraditional energy and fresh protocols for intentional, inclusive image making. Warner Brothers is a terrific partner about matters of visibility and belonging for all kinds and cultures of people, which is our mission at First Movement. I couldn't be happier to call Warner Brothers TV production my home. Nobody cares. Okay. This goes to show you, if you're gonna fail upwards. It's just
that's all they do. They make something horrible that's crappy. They get a promotion. Kathleen Kennedy's a great example too.
She made one film. She made Selma, and then that's it. Now she could write her own ticket, and it doesn't matter what she does. She could sit on a chair farting for 90 minutes, and people are going to call her brilliant. And she'll
Yep.
And if you say to her, you're sitting on a chair farting, how is that good? She'll turn around and say, well, you're obviously racist.
Because I got a participation ribbon just like everybody else. And it's not my fault that I failed.
Yeah.
Yes, it's everybody else's
your fault that you failed. Society failed me. It's not my fault.
Exactly.
Obviously, you don't understand the brilliance of my work.
All these people are the same type of people where after a while you go, maybe you're the problem in the relationship, not all these other people. You know what I mean?
Did anybody actually see A Wrinkle in
And
Time?
they don't want to hear it. No, nobody saw it. Not a single fucking person saw it.
Yeah,
More people turned it off than actually saw. No, I'm kidding. But it's like I think
more people demanded their money back than actually saw it.
Probably.
Anybody in the chat? Did you see anybody in the chat see Wrinkle in Time?
They needed to add it to whatever movie that was just to get it some money. I can't remember what movie they showed it as a double. Was it double feature?
Yeah, some Disney movies a double feature. Yeah.
Was it like the Jungle Book or something, or Lion King or something?
I think you're right. The Jungle Book.
Yeah. Something though.
Mama Llama?
I don't give a fuck.
No. Big Boss says no. No, heard it was bad. Yeah. Cinema Sins ripped it a new one. I saw it in a theater. Nobody, even Oprah, didn't watch it. Saw it in a theater, walked right by, Tim Augustin says. A friend of mine on Facebook said she was watching it with her daughter. She said she was loving how trippy it was. I'm like, avoid it like the plague. You know what we need?
You
another
have to be on shrooms or acid or something probably to enjoy it. That's all I can say.
Well, I've seen reviews of it. I saw like a Nostalgia Critic did a review of it recently. I saw the reviews when they came out, and yeah, it's one of those kind of it's whimsical for the sake of being whimsical. It's just so off. I mean, the trailers just look really off about the whole movie. I don't know. It just feels uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah. Have there been like 10 Jungle Book movies in the last 10 years? Yeah. Is Jungle Book public domain?
I think so.
That's why. But the thing is, like I said, we're getting to a point now where it's like, and the same thing with Marvel. They're thinking they can choose the audience. The directors are thinking they can choose the audience, and now they even want to choose who critiques the films. Remember what Brie Larson said? I don't need to hear a white man's opinion about A Wrinkle in Time. Go fuck yourself, Brie. Okay.
How about a woman? How about a woman who was a kid knowing kids who loved the book? I never cared about the book even. I didn't want to see the movie. It looked stupid. It looked weird. So she doesn't want a white man's opinion. I'll give her an opinion.
Yes, please. Please smack that bitch up.
Yes, smack an expression on her face, maybe.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Uh.
white men can't jump, white men can't dance. Now they can't review. What is that?
And like I said, if anything goes wrong, she'll turn around, she'll blame Whitey.
Yeah.
So,
And she'll forget to look in the mirror.
yeah. Hey, I hate white people just as much as the next guy, just but let me tell you,
Oh, I'm not racist. I hate everybody.
yeah, lack of diverse reviewers isn't why your movie bombed. You made a shit movie. But in the old days, you say, yeah, you know what? Maybe we could have did this a little better.
Even Joel Schumacher come out and say, yeah, I fucked up. I made a stupid movie I shouldn't have made. Too fast, too soon for the toys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Brie Larson, Dark Saber Force. Was Brie Larson even in the damn film? If she wasn't, why the hell does she care? Well, because she's greasing the tracks for herself. That's why. She's putting it out there to the ether, and
someone somewhere did a fucking article about it, and then someone asked her about it, and then she had to put her 2 cents in. That's how this shit works. Yeah. Just like these are the same people who keep giving Alicia Silverstone, that poor girl, the idea that she still has some kind of career because they keep asking her if she'll come back and play Batgirl, even though that's not going to fucking happen.
Like I said,
I hope you're kidding, Zach Freder. You sound like you would not be very fun at parties.
I know Pee-wee's Playhouse that we used to watch loads of sexual innuendo. Yeah, I don't prove that.
That's what's amazing about Pee-wee's Playhouse with the sexual innuendo. I love that. I love that now. I can watch that show now as an adult. I'm like, oh, I see.
Kid's character to begin with. If you've ever seen the original HBO special,
yeah,
absolutely.
But I was about to say Brie Larson's already making her built-in excuse though. She's already making her built-in excuse. If I think Captain Marvel is going to be a dud. Okay.
I don't think it's going to be a dud, but depending on how good it is, will all depend on how it plays.
Yeah.
It's going to have a tempered first weekend. It's going to play like Wonder Woman did.
Yeah.
It's going to start out like, then everybody's going to be like, oh, it's good or it's bad. And then that'll determine whether or not it keeps playing.
People are going to try to make it into a movement because who doesn't love just throwing money at a corporation to be part of a movement, really? And that's what it's about now. I mean, it's about being part of a movement when you really don't have to do anything. You used to go protest, you used to go,
Well, I don't think the movie is as fucking politically driven as fucking Brie Larson may make you think it is.
But the thing is, they'll try to create a movement around it. That's the thing. They're going to try, and if they'll call everybody and every name in the book who says they don't like it.
I know, yeah, but what am I?
Oh, Nurse Nancy, make my pee-wee hard.
Hey, man, that's me.
Yeah, SmackDown, Mecca versus Brie Larson.
I'd win.
Yeah, my money's on
you. Scrawny.
Are you kidding me? Eat her alive.
Oh man,
probably in more ways than one. She'd like freak out.
Probably.
Well, you want to know how you defeat Brie Larson, defeat Captain Marvel? Just have guys ask her for a number.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Captain Marvel faces her most formidable opponent, TSA agent.
Who has a crush on her.
Wow. Do you mind? Can we get dinner? No!
See if she can get out of the airport without getting a date.
That sounds like one of those crappy Flash videos.
Brie Larson is Brie Larson in Don't Date Me.
In airport 18. Don't date me. Whack girl, yeah. Brie is cheese, yo, yeah. She's cheese, yeah.
She's not horrible. That's the problem. I've seen her in enough movies that she's not like a bad actress per se, but I don't necessarily see where she's a lead actress.
No, yeah,
she was serviceable in Kong. She did what she had to do. She was cute and funny in 21 Jump Street. Outside of that, I have a hard time thinking of anything she's in.
He said she was in Community as Abed's girlfriend that time.
Yeah, but I haven't seen any of those yet. I've seen like one or two. I haven't seen like a full season or nothing. So
Yeah, I don't think I saw her in Community. I think I only saw her in Kong Skull Island.
Well, season 5 wasn't that was she was just on like maybe 2 or 3 episodes. So, and she was kind of the quirky girl with the big thick glasses. That's how forgettable she was in it.
I'm sorry, but if you're playing like, I mean, I don't know, what is it with playing fucking Jonah Hill's girlfriend and becoming a leading lady? Because normally when you're playing the girlfriend to the fat guy, and this is coming from a fat guy, you're generally not a leading lady type.
No.
You're generally a character actress or a newcomer or a veteran character actress. Very rarely did you see Chris Farley starring with Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it was most likely people like Amy
Or even
Smart.
John Candy. He didn't even get a ton of like. I'm trying to think of one leading lady he had that wouldn't have been either comedian or in a situation like with Ali Sheedy, where the whole movie's about him basically being with a woman he shouldn't be able to get. But his biggest problem isn't that; it's the fact that his mother is a fucking
who was Amy Madigan was the other one.
See, that's the thing. Most of them are either comedians or they're character actresses.
Yeah, she's a character actress, Amy Madigan. Yeah.
What about Marilyn Hemingway?
There's an exception
with John Candy. Yeah, but that was kind of still a kind of cheesy movie, though.
What was she in?
Oh, what was it? It was like Who's Harry Crumb, or was it Who's Harry Crumb? It was the one where he had amnesia. It was Soap Dish. You might have been a soap opera writer.
Oh, that would be Delirious, or
I can't Delirious.
You got me confused. I'm second guessing myself.
God, it's been so long since I've seen these. I can't remember.
If it's Delirious, it's because that's a fantasy anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. The only thing I really seen Marilyn Hemingway was maybe like a minute and a half clip from Personal Best. And I was just like, I remember seeing that, and stumbling across that on cable when I was a kid.
Thinking
I was just like,
Personal Best.
Yeah, and I was just like, when I saw wait, I was like, I don't know what I just saw, but I know I want to see it again. so
did it make your pee hard?
Rob, do you think Susan Sarandon is hot? Not really, not my type.
Good. I mean, she's all right for an old lady now, but
yeah,
she's pretty hot back in the day.
Yeah.
Rocky Horror Picture Show, especially.
She looked better without her clothes on in Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I'm not being facetious there. I'm not being just like, she actually did look a lot better than she did in that dress. Well, that was kind of the idea. She was in a frumpy kind of dress.
Yeah, I think she was supposed to look better.
Yeah.
Well, because that was half of her costume for like half of the movie. She was just in a slip and a bra.
Right. Read by Nature says he needs to look up some John Candy movies. I know some are probably streaming. I know a few finally hit Blu-ray because I just picked some of them up.
I do like that. I do like that scene where they where she's in bed with Frankenfurter with Tim Curry. Do you want to see Brad? Do you want Brad to see you like this? And he puts her legs up over his shoulders. Then he does the same thing to Brad. I'm like, okay, same room, different. Yeah, everybody's shouting out, same room, different filter.
Yeah.
Oh, you must have seen it in the theater, huh, with audience?
Yeah, I only saw it once though. It was terrible, but glad I did.
Oh, you didn't like the movie?
It's a terrible, terrible movie. It really
is.
Yeah.
It is, but in a beautiful way, it's terrible. See, now Mecca's seen it too many times.
Yeah.
I don't think you've seen it enough.
I've seen it on stage, actually, too.
Okay, well, I was going to say, it's one of those that you have to see like a couple times to really get. Because the first time you're like, what the fuck did I just watch? And then when you realize, okay, it's 50s B sci-fi horror movie meets, the sexual revolution.
Yeah.
Then you kind of get it. It's basically Frankenstein.
Yeah. I'm just a sweet transvestite. It's Tim Curry. Tim Curry's actually good in everything he does, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, usually.
Well, and that's one of his signature roles right there.
Yeah. So okay, we have anything left to talk about?
Well, we didn't really talk about Child's Play much, but as I said, we're going to talk a little bit about that probably tomorrow on the horror show, depending. Well, Andre and I and the ladies have been talking, and between the algorithm and a few other things, we're probably going to look at a little bit different title. Right now, we're looking at Talking Horror with 1428.com. But who knows if that'll change or not. But tomorrow is a big deal because we have Tommy McLaughlin coming on to answer your questions live.
Yeah, just don't call it Talking Whores, because that's a total podcast.
Well, you pay them to shut up and leave, don't you? Right?
Mhm.
Usually.
That's the point. No, that's what you tell me anyway, Rob.
I'm not paying you for sex. I'm paying you to leave. Beautiful woman with a fat man equals sugar daddy. There are some women that like chubby guys, though.
Yeah, but they don't live near me.
Yeah, exactly. Me neither.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. So the old saying, what Jeff Foxworthy said about women say they always want a man with sense of humor, a guy who's funny. But it goes, Curly from the Three Stooges was a funny guy, but I remember seeing a Curly poster in a girl's bedroom.
What's funny is he was the one that always got the pussy. Did you know that?
Curly, yeah, Curly was actually a ladies' man, but
He was the one who always got the pussy.
But he was always depressed that they made him shave his head. They made him, and he died. What I heard, he died in a limo on his way home from the track.
I don't know about that. He died. I thought he died in a hospital, like a hospice hospital, like a real shitty one.
But there was also that thing about how
he had a stroke.
But the second part of that bit was Jeff Fox, where he says Bill Gates is about as funny as a case of jock itch. Well, let me tell you, women will cut through 10 curlies with a chainsaw to get to old wild Bill Gates. $30 billion will buy a lot of laughs. So,
oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. So anyway, what else? Okay, the goddesses. Okay, so talking
you
horror.
gotta get going here pretty soon. I know that, so we have to start.
I gotta get cleaned up.
And Curly did die of a stroke.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Good afternoon from Australia. Curly was awesome. Yeah, he was. Curly is actually. It was actually Shemp. Shemp was originally in the Three Stooges.
In the group on stage.
Vaudeville.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did not want to. He quit a couple times, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then when they did the shorts was when he was in one of his quit phases.
Yeah.
So they talked Curly into it. And the sad part of it, and the part that really bothers me most about the whole fucking story is after he had his stroke and then died, even before he died, they started remaking some of the old shorts with Shemp in his place. That bothered me.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I know they didn't get residuals. I know they didn't get paid diddly shit to begin with, so they were doing whatever they could to put food on the table. I understand the point, but
Howard always tells the story. He says about how they walked into the studio and they were re-editing their short films, and they asked, "What are you doing?" He says, "Oh, we're re-editing your films for television." Oh, great! Oh, cool. How much are we gonna get for? How much are we gonna get for this? And they just said, "What do you mean? How much?"
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's actually what they framed that movie that Mel Gibson produced. God, what was it? Almost 20 years ago now, with Michael Chiklis and
TV movie. Yeah.
Oh God, I can't remember who played Mo, but he's a famous actor too. He always plays a tough guy. I can't think of his damn name now.
Kevin James.
No. They did one with I can't remember who they had playing. Damn it, it's gonna bother me now. But it was like 94. Somewhere in there, 92 maybe at the earliest. It's a really good telefilm, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's actually in the box of Nyuks you can buy. I've seen it at Walmart and stuff. And it's actually a pretty decent box set. It's got all kinds of different shit in there, and that's in there.
Are the Three Stooges shorts, are those public domain now?
Some of them are, but Sony did a really nice collection of them. So my suggestion is get the box set, because they actually just re-released the box set without the fancier cover, and you can pick it up at Walmart for like dirt cheap, like 20 some bucks, and it's got all of them in it. And then you pick up the box of Nyuks, which I think has all the movies in it too, but if not, the movies are also on Blu-ray at a decent price. So between all those, you get like pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Other than that, I can't remember if the cartoons are in the box of Nyuks. Otherwise, you might have to buy the cartoons elsewhere, but I mean, I'm not that big of a fan of the cartoons, so.
Yeah, I don't really remember the cartoons that much.
They were all right. They were in the either late 60s or 70s. And
yeah, they used to run them here on Channel 11 in New York in the afternoons.
they were all right. And they would usually wrap them around the old Three Stooges shorts, I think.
Yeah.
So it was all, but I mean, if you're somebody who's a real fan, that's my suggestion, is to go that route. If not, if you just want like the main curly stuff, just get like really the just like the first, I think it's like 2 or 3 volumes. And then that movie I'm talking about, I think you can see it was on like Crackle or something like that for a while, but it might still be out there somewhere streaming. But it's a really good movie, actually.
All right.
Yeah, it's time to roll it and
all right. Roll it up. Roll a rabbit up, roll it up, whatever. Roll it rawhide. Cut him out, ride him in, cut him out, ride him in. Ride him in, rawhide.
Roll him.
Oh, my butt is swollen. Keep those doggies rolling, rawhide.
Hit him up.
Move him out.
Move him out.
Get him up.
Ride him in.
Rawhide.
Raw watch slow-mo. Yeah, same thing with the Little Rascals, Zach.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's why you have all those child Tim Ogston. If you can make it down to the bar, yeah. If you're good at they banned Barbarella from theaters in my hometown. Ridiculous. What kind of place do you live? Jeez.
Utah.
But
if Michael Keller, I say leave it alone, but who knows?
But okay, how about the Little Rascals? Yeah, that's why you have all the child labor laws in Hollywood now, because of Little Rascals. Yeah, because Alfalfa, they made him do those films to support the family.
Yeah,
poor guy, poor kid. They deprived him of education. That's actually, and yeah, he's got that small part in It's a Wonderful Life. The kid talking to Donna Reed at the pool. What's the matter, fella? Jealous? You know. Did you know that's a pool underneath this floor? And George Bailey is dancing right over that crack. And I've got the key.
I don't care what anybody says. I love that movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's Wonderful Life. Merry Christmas, movie house.
It's one of those movies where you know everything that happens in it.
Yeah, but still, it's great.
Oh, it's yeah. You're gonna say.
It's great. It's such a warm story, you know. I'm sure it's gonna be on another few times between now and Christmas. So if you get a chance to watch it, sit down and watch it. It's really fantastic.
There's a decent Blu-ray out there that I don't even think it's that expensive either.
It's probably $10. It's usually 10 or $12.
Cheaper than that. I think I paid $7 for it. It's got the black and white and color version and the making of with what's his face from Happy Days. The dad.
Tom Bosley?
Yeah.
I just got. I'm wondering where they're gonna play Grumpy Cat's Christmas again. that movie was terrible. That movie was so bad.
Well, I remember Grumpy Cat when he was called Garfield.
Oh yeah.
Aww.
Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, it's a good joke. Boom, boom. All right,
it's
guys.
True, though.
Yeah, it was. He was the original Grumpy Cat.
He fucking hated Mondays.
He hated Mondays. I hate my mama
and
Mondays.
Spiders.
And spiders. And he used to drop kick Nermal.
That's right. He wouldn't eat mice either.
Yeah. My friend of mine just adopted another cat. She's got 4. I'm like, you're on your way to being crazy cat lady, don't you know? You're over 40. You have 4 cats. I mean, you live alone. I'm like, it's happening. It's happening.
I'd say 4 cats she already is.
Yeah, MSG Big Boss. I heard that story too. Can't remember which one of the rascals it was that got shot over a dispute too. Which one was it?
I think it was Alfalfa.
Was it? That's what I thought. But then, yeah, because he wasn't that old.
Died young at 30. Yeah.
Well, none of them got past 30, I don't think, except for maybe 1 or 2 of them.
Well, Spanky McFarlane actually lived to a pretty old age.
Yeah, I was going to say a couple of them did, but not most of them. They all lived pretty fucked up lives. But anyway.
Okay. Well, anyways, guys.
Alfalfa was shot on SNL, Tyler.
Yeah.
No,
Buckwheat.
Buckwheat, I mean. Yeah, Alfalfa, you're right. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Good evening. I'm Ted Koppel. Buckwheat has been shot.
Have you seen the videotape? There
he is. And the bullets appear to enter from his right side. And I still have that. I have that DVD. Best of Eddie Murphy Saturday Night Live. Yeah. All right, guys.
Yeah, you
I gotta get
rolling.
rolling here. If you like what we do, check out the subscribe button. Click that. Click the bell icon. Check out the main channel. We got that new Star Trek video up. Click on the subscribe there. Click the bell. Random, tell them where they can find you.
I am Mecharedum42. You can just click my name right here in the chat. Click me.
Click
Me too. Me too. Yeah, check out the Patreon. Check Patreon subscribers get all kinds of bonus goodies, bloopers, outtakes, lost episodes, behind the edge making of videos, early access to good stuff, and more. You can support the channel for as little as $1 a month. Mecca, do you have a Patreon?
I do. I think it's still under Random Game User 42, but you can probably find it under Mecha Random 42.
I think so now.
Yes, and as always, check out our friends over at the Overlord DVD. Check out Nary. Check out Gary and Nerdrotic. Check out who else? Captain Robert April's channel. Are you still trying to get him over 1,000 subscribers so he can get remonetized? Check out the Facebook group. Check out us on Twitter. Check out my channel, Robot Shlomo. Check out everybody. Check me out, boy. Check me out. Okay. And if, like I said, if you can't support the channel through Patreon, you can click subscribe, share with your friends, and as always, we cannot do this without you. Isn't that right?
That is correct, sir.
Okay, everybody, thank you for joining us, everybody. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for spending time with us. We realize you could spend time anywhere else, but you chose to spend it with us, and it just gets me right. It gets me right here. Gets me right in the feels, as
apologize.
they say. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and we will catch you next time.
See you. Come on. I hate Google. Good night, folks.